Good morning and Merry Christmas, New Life. My name is Stacy MacLaren, and I am one of our adult ministries associates here on staff at New Life. Thank you for watching these Advent series videos. This week is our first week of Advent, and we're just taking a look at how does God show up for us in suffering. And I just wanted to share a story from our lives about how we really saw God not only show up, but just be a part of our suffering, and that he suffered along with us. So not too long ago, we lost our only son to a battle with cancer. And before that, as he was truly battling, there was so much frenetic energy going on with our family of just how are we going to fix this and how are we going to solve this, and truly not knowing how the story was going to end. We were struggling every day. Our emotions were up and down. And I think so often when things like that happen, our circumstances are just super hard. It feels like we're alone. It feels like there's no way God could be in the middle of this. We certainly aren't visually seeing that with our eyes in most cases. And one night in particular, we were at the hospital. We were making some really hard decisions early on in his fight. And I can remember walking down the hall and coming around the corner, and in the waiting room was 15 of our friends, pastors and wives and friends from our small group. And they were just there holding space. They were there shedding tears and saying prayers. But you know what they were there showing off? That God was there too. That was God being very present and very real in the midst of our suffering. And we could see his suffering through watching our friends suffer as well, right alongside of us. And it made me think, as I was recounting this story, it made me think about even going back to Mary and Joseph and the suffering of trying to find a place to be the night that Jesus was born, not knowing what was going to happen. How was the story going to end? Were they there alone? And the answer is no, they weren't. God was right there. Not only was she carrying God, but God was in their midst. God was joining them in the suffering, in the worry and the concern about where are we going to spend the night? Where are we going to find a place to be safe? And just like that, God was there for us too. And it really made me think that the unknown is really only unknown to us. God knows it all. And not only does he know it all, he actually chooses to sit in the hard places with us, to carry us through the suffering, to sit down in the lament and the sorrow with us. He weeps just like we weep. When he says that he's gone through everything that we've gone through, he truly means that. He suffers with us. And so I just want to remind you that no matter what your circumstances are right now, you're not alone. You are fully seen and you are fully known, and God has a plan.